Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by friends at Gameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less.
Crazy creatures of Dr. Gloom. Or Doom, I think, but they can't use it.
On the tin, it's Gloom, but I've
on
seen
BGG, it's Doom. Like
yeah,
when I type in Gloom, it says it, and then it says Doom. Okay, this is going to be, or this is just a light card game, I would say. So you have 4 different colors, and each of the colors has a different monster on it that also is equal to a certain number of points. So what you're trying to do is get the fewest number of points at the end of the game. And you play a number of rounds as there are a number of players. So if it was just Tom and I, we'd play 2 rounds. Whoever has the fewest at the end of that wins. So you're playing cards into their respective colors. And when it's on this side, you have to play a card that's higher than the one you last played. When you flip it over, you have to play a card that's lower than the one that was just last played. So that is what you're doing. You're going around playing cards and trying to get rid of points. The skulls at the top of each of these cards are the points. So, simplicity versus complexity.
This is a very simple game. It's matching the color with whatever number is higher than or lower than. You could teach this to children, to people who don't really play games, and they would get it.
Agreed. It's very simple. There are a few things, like the 1 and 6 wrap around. So if you have a 6 and you have to go higher, you can play a 1 to start it back. Vice versa, if you have a 1 and you need to go lower, you can play 6. So there are a few. There's that. So other than that, pretty simple game. Luck versus strategy.
So this game has, despite its simplicity, has a depth of strategy. If you play the same number of the same color, for instance, I have a green 5. If I play a green 5 on top of that, I can turn over one of these cards, or I can force somebody to draw a card. And since the round ends when you get rid of cards, and you get a bonus for getting rid of cards, drawing a card is really painful. With that, if you want to keep people from making you draw cards, you might try to maneuver them into a bad spot. If I only have I only have 1 yellow and it's a 6, I can play it, and now the person, or like a 5 or something, the person that has all the yellows is going to be in a pickle because they can't play all their low numbers. So they may purposely try to get a match so they can flip the card and not target me to draw a card. There's all sorts of you know what? I mean, I played that way and I didn't win. So that's just one strategy. There's a lot of strategies, and they just it varies on how strong they're going to be.
Yeah, for such a light game, I think that it does have quite. I don't want to say quite deep, but it's deeper than you would think strategy. Tom's strategy didn't necessarily work, obviously, for him. I felt like he put himself into a rut as well.
It was one game.
I also think so the middle numbers, 3 and 4, have the highest number of points. And so my strategy has been to play those first, get rid of those as fast as I can, even if I have a 2. I'm going to play a 3 before the 2, and hopefully be able to play 2 later of that whatever color. I haven't necessarily won, so it's not. I think I won once or twice, but it's not necessarily a good strategy, but that is a strategy because I just want to get rid of points. The whole ultimate goal is to get rid of all your cards because then you get negative points. That's even better. But there is a surprising amount of strategy in this light game. But there's also luck in what other people have, if you can have it, if you can flip it to flip something or make someone else draw. So there's some luck, but there's quite a bit of strategy. Fun versus boring. I find this game to be fun. Every time I've played it, it's been really enjoyable. I don't pull it off the shelf that often. Maybe it's not so exciting or it's not the deep game that I want, but it is a fun game, and I've enjoyed myself every time. I like the drawings. The monsters get bigger as the numbers get bigger. That's just a little fun thing for me. I enjoy the gameplay. I enjoy trying to figure out if I can double up on a number to flip something or make someone draw a card. There's a tension in this game, so kind of akin to Ticket to Ride tension of are they going to block that number? I just flipped it over. Are they going to make it flip it back because I know I need it to be that certain way? So there is that tension that is enjoyable.
This game is fun, and like Molly said, I don't typically play it a lot. It finds a lot of time on the shelf. I'm not sure why that is, but when I do play it, I enjoy myself. And the tension is, I think, a large part of what makes that fun, like Molly was saying. I will oftentimes, I might play something that would hurt me so that people will go on the wrong trail. And they'll think, oh, okay, he doesn't need that anymore. and then they may try to flip it over for themselves, and then wham, I'm back in the game. Like, there's just all sorts of crazy things that go on in this game, and I have enjoyed it each time I've played.
Yeah. So BGG rating, I'd probably give this a 7.
I'd probably go for a 5. Just like a take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Just for as much as I play it.
Maybe I should give it 6. 7
I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just saying my own.
But I mean, I think 7 is more that I ask people to play it, or maybe that'll never turn it down. It's a solid game. That is solid, yeah. Every time we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away a free glitter painting of your favorite geeky thing. So make sure to subscribe now.
It could be you that wins.
Crazy Creatures of Dr. Gloom. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.